for coming out here tonight. I have to say, I was here a week ago for the launch of another Conception Bay North book, and I must say the people out here really support their authors and their history. Thank you for coming out. And of course tonight we're here to launch. I'm not sure if Greta had a launch for our Life on Lear's Room 30 years ago, but here we are. So it's the first launch, and I'm very happy. I've had my eye on this book for many years and thought it should be reprinted. My name is Garry Cranford, and my publishing company is Flanker Press. Flanker is an old English word from New Harbour, where I grew up, and of course you all know it as a bright spark from a chimney or an open fire. So on behalf of my wife, Margot, and everyone at Flanker Press, thank you all for turning out. I have a picture here of a young woman representing a young girl on the Labrador, and it's the cover. It actually became the cover of a book, and even though both my grandmothers cooked for crews on the Labrador, I had no pictures of them. I had no idea how to go about dressing a model for the cover of a book to represent Life on Lear's Room. My first introduction to the Labrador in terms of a book was Greta's book, and I called Greta, I don't know if she remembers, 30 years ago, I called her and I said, what would a young girl wear at work, in the kitchen or on the flakes on the Labrador? A second-hand dress, sensible leather boots. We couldn't find any sensible leather boots, so all of the photos are missing this young lady's feet. Her name is Erin Rich. She lives in St. John's. Of course on the Labrador they would have an apron. So we took off for Petty Harbour with Erin. She was dressed, we had the apron, we picked up the fish at Bitgoods along the way, and this became the cover of the book. So our Life on Lear's Room is, I think, classic Newfoundland literature. It captures a point in time starting in, I think, around the 1830s. The Labrador fishery, or the fishery in Labrador, really sort of caught the attention of people, certainly in Conception Bay North, because there were some years when fish was scarce, and some people went down to the Labrador. It really picked up into the 1870s, 80s, and then of course into the 20th century as fishing rooms here became scarcer as families grew and people had to move farther away from their shore bases. I see I see the Kyle here. Of course, Greta talks a lot about the Kyle, and the Labrador fishery, of course, is a large part of the culture of Conception Bay North, Port de Grey, Bay Roberts, Spaniards Bay. So again, welcome. Greta will have a few words, but I think first we have a representative from the town, Deputy Mayor Philip Wood, who I learned last week is also acting mayor. Philip?